Welcome, Gemini. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your new moon in Gemini reading. The new moon in your sign occurs on Saturday, the 17th in the evening on the west coast of the U.S. So this is obviously a powerful new moon in your own sign. So it's a double new moon, but it's also characterized by Pluto's retrograde back into Capricorn, but also Saturn's station retrograde just a couple of hours before the new moon in Pisces. So if you're astrologically astute, look to your Saturn placement to gain any additional information about how you will be experiencing this noon, but you definitely are, along with much of the planet, experiencing a kind of cleansing and transition in your awareness and understanding. So let's get your overall energy, Gemini, for this new moon, the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is about you taking a very honest look at yourself, being very honest about something that is in your very intimate purview, very close to you. This can be a sense of being at a crossroads, as though you have a major decision to make. You have options that will take you in what appears to be very different directions right now. And the sense that you are leaving an old way of behaving, speaking, communicating, which is always important for you, Gemini, as a communicator, as a way of processing information to a new perspective, a new idea about unfamiliar information, a new way that you may be transitioning in your communication, in the way that you open yourself up to learning about new information, to researching, to asking questions. As you look at the choice that appears to be before you, one of the things you may be noticing is that you don't have enough information. Even if you feel pretty secure about the way you would or could go, you're still being asked to open up your characteristic curiosity, to ask more questions, to negotiate, to engage in conversation about whatever the choices or options are. Because you don't have a lot of information, one of the things that may be blocking you is this difficulty in looking at something very close to you. This can be something that you're aware of, that you must remove from your environment in order to have the kind of access to a new, more limitless experience, or it can simply be being honest with some of the habits you need to drop, some of the things that you might need to learn or feel comfortable learning. Whatever it is, you are being asked to look deeply at and be honest with your potential, your capacity, or who you are. In the 10th house, we have the Five of Swords. This is sensing like you are very much attempting to change not only the way that you communicate, but the way that you receive communication. You may be on the receiving end of some negative or critical feedback. You may be having a lot of self-doubts about this new direction or this opportunity that's available to you. You may be recognizing that you've gone as far as you can in a certain setting or with a certain set of alliances that are no longer resonating with you. You fundamentally also are seeing that you can only be delayed, deterred, dismissed, discredited when you doubt yourself, when you give in to feelings of insecurity or self-doubt. so that others cannot sabotage your efforts if you don't give the information that they're giving to you the credence that they would have you believe. So if you're being told you can't do something, then that is only true if it blocks you, if it stops you from something that you want to do. And understanding now the tie between your own confidence, your own sense of righteous exploration, discovery of the world, your request for assistance, these things deserve to be answered. Any reflections in a negative way of your request or your asks for help are a reflection of those that deny you, not a reflection of you or the value of your ideas. The important key is you're aware that you want to change both your circle and the way that you approach your goals, so that you will not be stopped by the opinions or the ideas of others. In the first house, we have the Emperor. And the Emperor is truly showing you to be owning your space, owning your gifts, your skills, and your experience, acknowledging that you have experience in addition to wisdom about what you have gone through, your long history of bringing things to a successful conclusion, of bringing about abundance or success in a setting where you work on behalf of others. Your leadership is only being doubted by you. The doubt that others express is only a reflection of their recognition and fear that you are beyond them in some way. You may move beyond them. You may take them to a place where they're not equipped, or that you will be successful in a way that they would not allow themselves to be successful. You own this. You are undeterred by the negative feedback and perhaps information you are receiving from others, a lack of cooperation, a lack of credit for your ideas. You are responding by being in your experience, being in your realization of your ability to plan, strategize, and develop something to its successful conclusion. In the fourth house, the house of your history, we have the Tower. And I love that because it's describing a story of your sovereignty, your leadership that is not being well received or is rocking the boat in some very fundamental ways as far as your employment, your efforts in the community or in an organization. So you are not only intuiting the correct information from unpredictable or unexpected events, a sudden turn, a surprise occurrence, something falling apart, you are actually supporting that as you realize that this is facilitating the shift in the team, the organization that you are working on behalf of. You're understanding that there's something fundamental that must be changed, must be altered about the way in which this team or organization, your employer, or even your own business has been moving along. And that in order to make the best decision, you are consciously rocking the boat. You are consciously cooperating with, flowing with the unexpected, unpredictable events, the changes that have even created a sense of superficial loss. Maybe a department was lost. Maybe there was a financial loss. Whatever it is, it has shown you a better way. And you are looking to implement this better way in practice in a way that is upsetting a lot of people. And the upset is based on their fear, not based on your your vision or your understanding of how you can improve, what the options are available to you. In the 7th house of your significant others, we have the 8 of Swords. And yes, you are recognizing many new options as you are honest with yourself about your the way that you're operating, your own capacity, and looking at the many opportunities that are actually available as you do the research, as you take this divine information that you have been privy to receive through even events that are catastrophes or seem ruinous or disastrous. You are understanding that there are many opportunities, and because you're the Emperor, you're strategizing like mad to understand the value and the place of these options, organizing them, sorting through them, prioritizing them in a way that you can shift the organization and move into a place where you will receive greater power, capacity to move into this new direction. You are physically exhausting yourself by the amount of work that you are doing to figure everything out. And this may be taking you out of your present, taking you out of your body, and making these actually quite superficial resistances from others seem larger than they are. What is large here is your vision, your leadership, and your ability to understand the changes that are occurring globally and socially. The irresistible, the unreversible changes that are moving forward, and the resistance you're receiving is actually quite manageable. And you're looking to manage that. The way in which your team, your organization, the impact that this change is going to have is going to be one of greater empowerment, moving you closer towards a real success. I'm going to clarify the Emperor in the 1st house with a star card. I love it. You are being divinely guided, absolutely. And this divine guidance is occurring because of the depth of your experience and wisdom. You know what you're doing. This is not your first rodeo, but you are seeing, as the result of all the social changes we're experiencing, new opportunities, new ways to leverage whatever skills, efforts, or labors you are employing here. So you are understanding new possibilities, perhaps distant communications, locations overseas, a way of distributing your services or products that is being opened up by many of the changes and breakdowns that are occurring in our social order. So this is a beautiful emblem of your going through and having gone through the worst, and that now, despite the resistance, and I'm calling it petty, but that really isn't the right word, by the resistance of others who don't have the benefit of your vision or your experience, you are able to invest further strength and faith in your ability to improve things. This is something you know. This is something you own. This vision is a vision you are owning by virtue of your experience. The Tower in the 4th house is being clarified by the Queen of Cups. The first cup, much needed. What is also occurring for you, despite, again, the resistance you may be experiencing, is this incredible ability to give back the benefit of your wisdom to yourself, to allow yourself to become more open, more porous to minimize the resistance that you're experiencing by simply understanding, by simply recognizing the fear that motivates others to do often inappropriate things, is really allowing you to manage this, to stay creative in your own space, and to continue to give back to yourself the presence, the love, the energy, the way that you're taking care of yourself is by taking care of those who work with you, who work for you, that you're partnered with, the way that you can draw them into a more open, more playful opportunity, a chance to be creative, a chance for them to participate and buy into the changes that are coming that you see, by lightening their load, by engaging in them in a way that is reflective of the way that you take care of yourself, so that you can be this powerful leader, this visionary. And that is humanizing the situation. It's taking the fear, eliminating the fear from the opportunity. So even engaging in time off together, a retreat together, a way that you allow for your coworkers or employees to find counseling or meditation, massages, even going to a ball game together, something that takes their mind off of what they fear and allows them to engage in the abundance that exists in your environment. In the Eight of Swords, in the 7th house, is clarified by the Hierophant. And this is emphasizing your ability to teach. Not only your commitment to the changes, the vision that you see available, but your willingness to share what you're learning with others. This is in the scenario that I'm using as an example. This could be your commitment to teaching, sharing, learning together with your employees the possibilities of this new vision, this new opportunity, this new way of doing business, these new markets or areas of growth for you. As you're learning new information, you are committed to sharing that with those you work with, to those you live with. You're committed to opening up and unpacking their fears by providing them with correct information or with a glimpse into your vision. And this is really about you understanding that you are still growing. You, no matter where you are, if you own the business, if you are an employee, you are growing. And by accepting that, by displaying that, you allow others that you work with that may feel threatened by these changes to grow as well. The Five of Swords in the 10th house is clarified by the King of Pentacles. We love the King of Pentacles because this is showing you to be the master at strategizing this new material abundance that you are pursuing. This is you with an eye to focusing on not only the comfort and stability, the safety of your community, but it's also focused on your generosity, your ability and willingness to give back. Your understanding that the way that you show yourself in the process of growth is, and provides a model to others about how to grow as well. And that is the King of Pentacles is really buoying up this ability of you to teach, to learn, to teach as you learn. And this is key to creating not only a way that you can all learn together, but a way that you can advance and provide opportunities for those you work with. I'm hoping that this has been helpful, Gemini. If so, please like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I'm going to pull a crystal oracle card, and thank you for all the comments, the shares, the donations, the likes, the subscribes that I receive from you, all the support and love that I feel from you. It matters to me, and it is deeply meaningful. This beautiful gem is a sunstone, and the key word is empowerment. I am empowered in all areas of my life. Thank you so much, Gemini. Until next time, namaste.